So today we are going to try and understand a customer. Understanding the modern shopper, unwilling motivations, preferences and decision-making factors. Who is a shopper? So customer को समझना बहुत मुश्किल है, it's very difficult. But the day you understand it, you become a senthil of the world, that's where the customer understanding is all about. But in the next 50 minutes, we are going to discuss what motivations, preferences, and factors are there to understand the modern shopper. But before that, we'll have to ask who is a modern shopper. And we'll come to all these questions quickly, but I would request my fellow panelists to give a short introduction about themselves, maybe in one or two sentences. We'll start with Bhaskar.
Thank you, Hitesh. Thank you, Chennai. It's nice to be here. Myself, D. Bhaskaramurthy. I head Posiflex sales in India. Posiflex is one of the point of sale design and manufacturing company. We are globally 40 years old, and India we are 26 years completed. And most of the retail business, national or regional, does business through point of sale terminals, and we have major market share. Almost around 250,000 terminals. Globally, 3 million terminals has been used. Around 50 billion transactions has done in India, and we serve more than 10,000 unique customers, and close to around a lakh of crore has been transacted through our business. That's where we are. Thank you very much.
That's a lot of numbers,
Success.
Neeraj. Awesome insight, Neeraj. What has not changed is recognition and importance, which is core to human nature and tendency. Bhaskar, your views on this, please.
Yeah, Hitesh, what happened, me as a Bhaskar, you as a Hitesh, doesn't change 20 years. Okay, the way we represent ourselves is changed. So that's what the relevance to the retail is all about. So 20 years before, I don't think so I went to eat biryani so many times. I went to buy shoes so many times. Today, the same Bhaskar has changed to buy so many pairs of shoes. So many times we eat biryani. Okay, and again, every time you go to eat biryani, you not necessarily go to the same place. You like to have the choices. So the loyalty, yes, it is volatile, but end of the day, eating biryani becomes a loyal. Correct? Eating biryani becomes loyal. So, like a while back, Senthil has explained, we have to co-live together. So biryani as an outlet has to cater to me as a Bhaskar, okay? And how do my taste buds are addressed? So that's the modern shopper for me. In the past, I am the same shopper, and today I become a modern shopper because I've been spoiled by the retailers' options. So the decision making becomes choice, preferences, so a lot of things are there. So hence, we need to infuse a lot of funds to manage this business. So end of the day, Vijay, you have no other choice. You have to go back to digital, invest something to retain the business. Not, of course, percentage of margin will differ, but invest something to go back to address this so-called modern retailer, modern shopper.
Neeraj, Bhaskar, your views on this, please. What Neeraj spoke about were decision-making factors, and we'll ask all our four other retail panelists about these decision-making factors. Bhaskar, you can give your views, and then I'll introduce Pratik as well.
Yeah. Hitesh, for me, what happened is Bhaskar remains same, but Bhaskar purchasing capabilities has increased. The number of times I buy biryani is increased. The number of times I buy the shoes got increased. In the past, you would run with one shoe for almost 3-4 years, then until it worn out, you don't change. Today, you buy different brands because that's why Steel Leather is getting into accessories or some other accessory brand getting into the shoes. That's why the Louis Philippe and other brands comes into picture. Cross-selling of these accessories becomes common. And how do I get these insights of the customer buying behavior of non-core products? Okay, that becomes a critical. So that's something is, as a retailer, I think many of you would have done experiments in the past with your own intuition or learned from elsewhere or other market, doing a R&D. So I would call retail, you have, like manufacturing, you have R&D to get into the new products, get into the new regional area or a new venture that you want to do. In the retail, this is one kind of an R&D that you need to do. Experiment within your store. What is understanding your customers? How do I expand it beyond my core business? In all this thing I do it to retain the 60% of my original shoe business. 40% accessories is done to retain my core business of accessories because that is my manufacturing plant. I set it up. So to sell my biryani, I will also set tomorrow possibly Sendil Talpakatti, you'll have a shirt selling over there, or possibly something else, cap selling over there, or some other accessories you will be end up selling it. Okay, how do I get the customer insights? Okay, so today the customer insight, as Neeraj said, it's not only capturing those information at the point of sale, but also during the process of selling it. So that's where a lot of AI and other technologies are done. So from our point of view, the number of terminal business has also gone up. The moment 30% of Talpakatti business has gone up toward online deliveries. So that you need to put additional couple of terminals, so that puts pressure on us that, hey, look, two machines is okay. Today I'm buying 5 machines. What options I have? So I need to come up with innovation of cost optimization onto that. So it's just not lying with one, it's across the ecosystem that the things are getting changed. And we need to understand when the customer is changing it. And there are a lot of technology available to get the insights of customer journey process. So in the online, yes, you have abandoned carts and things like that. If it's an online, then how do I capture the customer informations during the process of purchase, during the process of eating, by looking at it? Oh, what is he looking at it? Can I capture that moment? Can I capture that information so that I put back into the system? There are a lot of technologies available, AI solutions, video analytics are available to collaborate along with you to make some of this informed decision. In the past, it's all intuition based. Today, the technology is assisting. There are a lot of startups are there to do that.
So we spoke about brands which are 80 years old, 50 years old, 30 years old. Excellent. And what? Bhaskar.
Yeah, we started with biryani. So if we don't end with biryani, it won't be nice. So it's like a biryani. You have a 10 biryanis at the same place. At a given one lunch, you ask one person to go and eat. Definitely, you cannot eat all 10 biryanis, okay? But the moment you see biryani, the one person, most of the time you might have noticed, you take one plate full. Though you have 10 in front, but you will take the plate full. It is the data and analytics is something like that. Okay, so you have so many and you really, everybody is doing it, I have to do it, like omnichannel, everybody is online, I have to be online. So you end up in doing which is not important, then you eat one biryani, then finally you see, oh, other 3 biryanis or 9 biryanis, I didn't have it. So data analytics is something like that. You need to know what is relevant for your business, take the 2-3 KPIs and then do that. So that again, I stopped giving mobile phones in this retail outlets nowadays. Okay, all the 4 retailers will hate me. The reason being, by Friday to Sunday, you will at least have 20 to 30 times of your SMS, your WhatsApp would have gone up. Okay, 5 people would have called up. So it is also one way, yes, you want to be pampered and things like that, but end of the day, you don't want to be intruded too much. So that's my take. So we try to do so many things, but end of the day, consumer will go away from there at some point of time. So we need to understand who, as Neeraj said, you need to know what you need to relevant to give. So today the customer is not with 1,000 or 10,000, he is capable of everything. But at what time and what interval you give is important. So let us not eat all 10 biryanis at the same time.
Thanks, Bhaskar. Pratik.
Sorry, Hitesh, what was the question?
Your final comments.